Now, I've been to
Mm,
New Zealand many, many times, looked at the Kia parrots, looked at their sharp beak,
mm,
and you would say that sharp beak is well designed to kill things. But the question Doki Doki asked was, how did they get to do that? Well, we can give you a specific example. Again, you
mm,
can blame the British. I didn't mean to be nasty about that, and Joe's not here, so I'm not picking on him at all. But in reality, when you look at the Scots and the English and the habits of what they've done, I mean, the clearances in Scotland, my family's associated with that, right? Now, the English came in and they discovered that they could get more money out of putting sheep on their properties than they could getting the local inhabitants to be farmers and just raise a few oats. The same policy in New Zealand. You take your sheep out there, what have you got to do? Clear the land to grow grass. Now, Kia parrots don't do too well on grass, but they did discover that if you kill a dead sheep, or a sheep, sorry, you can't kill a dead sheep. If you actually eat a dead sheep, particularly the food in its stomach, the sheep has been eating the grass that have seeds on it. So the Kia parrots discovered an alternative source of food. And then they discovered that, number one, it was easy to eat a dead sheep, no fight at all. And then they discovered, because you can read the history records, and we've got a picture, a photograph in our files of the first Kia observed eating a dead sheep. So we know what the history of it has been. I've made a good collection of all of these things. And then they discovered it's easy to kill a dead sheep because it's already dead. But then three or four of them can attack a baby lamb and kill it. Sharp beaks, well designed to kill things? No, well designed to rip up nuts and everything else that other parakeets do. Then they discovered that 20 or 30 of them could bring down an adult live sheep. So again, the point that Diane and I and everyone on the team wants to make is, don't assume that by what you're doing now, it's always been that way. Look at it in the perspective, everything was very good, everything ate plants, everything was vegetarian, and the history of the world, particularly after the flood, has been a sad downturn. Now, Joe asked me to bring up something. He's not here, otherwise I would have pummeled him with the Hallelujah diet, because it became very popular quite a while ago. And it's largely a diet of uncooked food, maybe 85% is uncooked, raw food, green food, nuts, etc. And if you can say it does anything, I think you could probably say it causes you to lose weight. Why? Because it takes you so long to get ready for eating all this thing. But overall, it's not the diet that God gave us. God told us we could eat every green plant. God told us we could eat all the fruits on the plants. So, no, we weren't created just to eat fruits. We were created to eat the plants that had seeds and were herbs. Now, herbs doesn't describe fruit in any way, shape, or form. So, Shogiwa's question there really is a very important one, but we were not designed just to eat fruit. If you try that, by the way, you end up being a big purchaser of toilet paper. It really is helpful for your bowels. But if you look at the Hallelujah diet, it makes lots of interesting claims. It has a semi-biblical basis, but it is not overall the diet that God gave us, particularly after Noah's flood. And we'll come back to that. So